Hello dearest friends! You are on the ArtsDistributor channel. Today we'll be creating a magnificent spring centerpiece. I'd like to ask you to hit the like button and leave comments about what you think of this arrangement. Your opinion is very important to me. Today, together, we will create a floral arrangement without floral foam. To create this centerpiece, we will need a vase, ceramic, glass or any type you have available, as well as a floral grid to help secure the flowers in a stable position. We fold the floral metallic grid into a ball-like shape and insert it inside your vase. Of course, it's better if the vase isn't transparent so we can hide the grid. I add water as soon as I place the metal grid ball inside. Of course, you can add water later, but I would still recommend doing it initially. This type of arrangement is more eco-friendly, since it doesn't use floral foam. However, it does have its drawbacks, such as water banding. We pour water either immediately or at the end, it doesn't matter. But we can't remove leaves and various petals that fall into the vase. It's almost impossible to replace the water, which can shorten the composition's lifespan. Therefore, it's absolutely essential to add a packet of floral preservative to the water to extend the flower's lifespan and sanitize the vase inside. Well, I start by placing beautiful branches of blooming trees in the vase. I collect these branches in the forest. They seem to be from wild cherry trees. You can also use apple tree branches or any other tree branches. Next, I add delphinium. You may notice that I have previously cleaned all the delphinium stems from leaves to avoid doing it during the composition assembly. It streamlines the creativity process, and you can make the arrangement faster and with more enjoyment when your flowers are prepared. Actually, this centerpiece turned out to be quite tall. The delphinium branches here are 80 centimeters high, as you can see. The apple and cherry branches are also about 1.2 meters tall. This arrangement would look splendid on a console table, a hotel reception desk, or in a luxurious home. Truly a stunning piece of floral art. So I've placed the delphinium and now I begin to insert the bright yellow spring branches of broom. It's incredibly fragrant, charming and sunny. It has such a smooth, gentle movement. Broom also transforms this centerpiece, adding fulfillment and volume. It might remind you of mimosa in some ways. However, it's not as finky, it doesn't shred or dry out as quickly. It lasts longer in the arrangement and pleases the eye. To add some spring colors to this centerpiece, I insert branches of green viburnum into the vase. It's very beautiful, fluffy and quite sturdy. Be sure to split the green viburnum branches into 4 parts at the bottom to help them absorb water better. Next, I add absolutely magical, incredible poppies. These are Italian poppies. I just adore them. They bring color, liveliness, and emotions to this composition. They are truly the key element. Of course, they work well together with the whole ensemble, but on their own, they are simply irresistible. These poppies should not be trimmed because the stems are signed by fire. When you purchase a pack of poppies, it should indicate whether they can be trimmed or not. Mine, for example, couldn't be trimmed. But if you do trim them, you should sign the tip of the poppy with flame to expel all the air from the steam and to help your flower absorb water. I refined the centerpiece with poppies, broom, viburnum and spring branches, ensuring it's balanced on all fronts. It's not perfectly round, unfortunately the top part of the centerpiece isn't visible in the video. However, I'll add some photos where you can fully appreciate the shape of this beautiful creation. And there it is, fully complete, vibrant, lively, spring-like, even one might say summery floral arrangement that will be remembered for a long time. Well, my dearest friends, our centerpiece is ready, and this video tutorial has come to an end. I wish you all a fantastic day full of inspiration and all the best. Until we meet again, goodbye for now.